Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the motherfucking pod. I am your host, the lightest of lightest, the brightest motherfucker you probably ever met. President LightSkin in the building, baby. This is Problematic LightSkin episode 20. We in this bitch. 20 episodes, man. Hey, shout out to all the love, though, bro. Shout out to all the love. I've been like kind of expanding my content for the channel, like kind of just focus into the things that I love. One thing that I love is music. I love talking shit, and yeah, so that's what we got here. The channel is gonna just be more of that. If you're on the YouTube, if you don't sub to me on YouTube, it's just to really focus on the things that I love. Excuse me. But let's get right into it. First story out the gate. The government shutdown is officially over. What the fuck, man? Finally, the Democrats was like, we suck at this. We gonna cave. They said, look, the Democrats were holding out. They were really locked in. And then these niggas was like, okay, we're gonna open the government. I mean, maybe there's a bigger play. Maybe there's a bigger play here. And maybe it's that there's some girl that's supposed to get sworn in, but they wouldn't do it because the government was shut down. And this girl who's supposed to get sworn in, I don't really know her name, but she is like the last signature they need to like release these Epstein files, right? So I mean, honestly, like if the Democrats' were big plan was to get these files out, like I think in reality you can get an impeachment from Trump, like on both sides, right? Because the Republicans at the end of the day, they ain't gonna fuck with no nigga messing with kids, bro. Like there's nothing about their bait. They would lose any primary in the future. You couldn't even let a Republican run for. They would have to like change the party name because like nobody would ever trust a Republican in the fact that you allowed like some like allow us to like parade a guy as the president and he was like this pedophile. Excuse me. He was this pedrophile. I think that's insane. I think that's very insane. And this is gonna be a very interesting outlook. So maybe the Democrats did something. They finally did something good to get something out of it. Um, yeah, I don't know. So it's pretty crazy. But yeah, it was so funny. I was gonna talk about how he needed to release them files, and there's already like leaked emails of him confirming that Epstein even knew that Trump was with these underage girls. So it's kind of crazy right now. Right now, like it's insane. I can't imagine what it's like in Washington right now. Like that's like your boss. That's like finding out your boss. Like mind you, imagine your boss just wrote you up, like you on your final, and then like you could get fired. And he coming for your job, and then you find out he a Pedro. Like he been playing around with kids. Like, oh, can't wait to get rid of this nigga. Can't wait to get rid of this motherfucker. I guess I keep my job. I was like, hey, if he got fired, does the write up still count? But yeah, this is this is pretty insane though. This all this information is pretty insane. All I pray is if any of this is true of Trump being on the island, bro, we got to get rid of that nigga as president, bro. That's a no go. At least the other presidents like kept that shit on the lockdown. He fucking up. All right, so next up, this past week I saw Predator Badlands. Yeah, Predator Badlands. I think this is our first introduction to a YN into the Predator universe. This motherfucker was on some demon time. Like he been listening to YB. Like I don't understand, bro. I don't want to spoil the movie, but our YN Predator like he has to like become a part of the clan. So he got to go do like gang initiation basically. And so he decided to pick like the most dangerous planet. He's like, well, it's like the most dangerous beast, right? He's like, I'm gonna bring that to father, nigga. I'm gonna bring that to father. And and his brother is like, nah, I can't let you go. Like this place, that's crazy, dog. And so we actually go to the planet, right? Not even like into the first 10 minutes of this motherfucker on the planet, bro. He damn near get killed by like some vines. Like, bruh, nigga, bro, the vines was like coming. It was like vines, bro. I was like, that was crazy. Like fucking tree vines. That he was struggling with tree. Nigga, no, we're not even gonna talk about that. Him crashing down into the planet, he almost died. So I'm like, okay, he already 0-2. What's next? Bro, this nigga go to like heal his wounds and shit. Bro, he pick up a bug. I guess he was gonna eat that bitch. Nigga, the bug explodes. Damn. It's like, bro, this planet, bro, he might have fucked up. He might have fucked our YN predator might have fucked up trying to go to this fucking planet, bro. Like it is
fatality.
Yes, fatality, bro. Like, but yeah, look, Predator Badlands. I've been kind of like rewatching all the Predator movies. Originally saw the original first Predator just a couple weeks ago with Arnold Schwarzenegger. That handshake, that manly ass handshake, that shit was dope. I can't believe I haven't just now seen it. But that was such a cool movie because it was just like, it was just man versus, it was hunter versus prey, and just it was very locked in, very focused. I don't know if I want to watch Predator 2, but I've seen Prey. I think that's like they kind of like been like recycling the world. They're kind of like doing a refresh, restart, especially with all the Alien franchises and shit. So but Predator Badlands was pretty good though. Like it was a really solid movie. I fucked with it. Like that he had an AI he had a Watani a synthetic with him as like the comedy relief in a way. It was like almost like a buddy cop movie in a way, and I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was like a really interesting take on like Predator. Definitely, I would highly recommend it. I would definitely recommend going seeing it in the theaters if you can. If not, you can wait. But I'm gonna give it a solid 4 out of 5. The only reason I give it a 4 out of 5 because the movie was really good, locked in all the way. It's just I was tired of looking at that motherfucker's face. Like I was just like, bro, can we get a mask on him? Like at least 50% of the movie, like something. Like I was just tired of looking at his face. Bro, he could have like wore a mask every time he went to go fight. But it's like he was always like I always had to look at that face. That's a lot to look at. That nigga got like a mouth, and then he got tarantula. Like I don't know what's going on in the Predator franchise. It sucks that they had to look. I wonder what the women look like. Like they got like big old titties and that big ass fucking tarantula face. I don't know. But yeah, Predator Badlands. I'm gonna give that a solid 4 out of 5. That is awesome, bro. That was a really good, awesome movie. I'm glad I went to see that. I'm contemplating about going and seeing Running Man this weekend. Excuse me. I do know Running Man it comes out today actually. It is directed by Edgar Wright, so I actually might try to go see it. It depends on how I feel about this Call of Duty shit. Because I'm in New Zealand technically right now, and I'm playing Call of Duty. So, and actually speaking of, we can drop it because I don't want to wait all the way. Oh no, we'll wait till the end to talk about Call of Duty. But yeah, Predator Badlands 4 out of 5. Contemplating if I'm gonna see Running Man. So yeah. Next up, we're gonna talk about the Grammy Noms. We're gonna talk about a couple of them, but yet again, the weekend has been fucked by the Grammys multiple times, and this is just because I think his last album, this Hurry Up Tomorrow, fantastic album. I even got it on vinyl. Like, it's an amazing album. I would not recommend getting the first pressing of that vinyl though. Just go ahead and get the regular one. All right, so let's talk about some of these Grammy nods. We'll start. I picked some like most of the categories that I just gave a fuck about. So we're gonna jump off with Album of the Year for the 2026 Grammys. Oh shit. All right, so we got Debiti Tirar Mas Fotutos Bad Bunny. I'm so sorry. I thought, you know what, it was so crazy. Like, when I heard about the whole Bad Bunny shit in the Super Bowl, I was like, let me listen to Bad Bunny, and I was like, yo, Bad Bunny a vibe, dude. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. Bad Bunny a vibe, and that album is really good. There's some really good songs on there. Not the whole album, but just a good majority of the two. Um, Swag by Justin Bieber. We can skip that. We're not even gonna play around. I don't get it. Man's Best Friend, Sabrina Carpenter. I fuck with Sabrina Carpenter. I had not listened to the album, but I will make sure I listen to it before. Shout out to the fucking Clips. Pusha T, Malice. I getting a Grammy nom for Album of the Year for Let God Sort 'Em Out. This is also to touch on something that Denzel Curry, I guess, like came out on Twitter and talked about, like how like rap has kind of been dead or dry. I'm like, bro, like Clips dropped a fantastic album. I even hate the fact that it's even like nominated with GNX because GNX is a fantastic album too. I own both the vinyls because they are both like fantastic albums. Um, the Clips finally reuniting and dropping like a fucking banger, bro. Like this was I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, I really do hope the Clips win. Um Mayhem by Lady Gaga. Let's see. Kendrick Lamar, GNX, Mutt by Leon Thomas, and Chromacopia. So I could give two fucks about Lady Gaga. Um, the GNX album, like I said, it's very fantastic. It's honestly something I can continue to listen to. It was the reason I bought the vinyl, bro. I bought that shit day one when I heard it. I was like, yeah, we're buying the vinyl, bro. It's not as I wouldn't say there's no skips. Yeah, there's no skips. It's all the way tracked all the way through. Mutt by Leon Thomas is a fantastic album. I think, and I'm just gonna say this now with Leon Thomas being nominated for Album of the Year for Mutt, I will say Leon Thomas is the future of R&B. Like, um, Leon Thomas just has a fantastic sound, and I saw him live, uh, and he played very. It was just an amazing, just vocalist, and like not like the craziest vocalist where he's like screaming and doing a falsetto and shit, but it's just like his the vibe is just there. Vibes online. Like literally, bro. Uh it's fantastic. Tyler the Creator's Chromacopia, it was alright. I mean, I was like I listened to it like twice and I was just like, I'm good. I don't really need this in my life right now. So yeah, so the album of the year, Grammys 2026 nominations, Bad Bunny, Justin Bieber, Sabrina Carpenter, Clips, Lady Gaga, Kendrick Lamar, Leon Thomas, Tyler the Creator. I'm gonna give it to the Clips for Let God Sort 'Em Out. I think that was a fantastic album. Um, I could see Bad Bunny winning, and I also could see Kendrick Lamar winning. I mean, I could see Leon Thomas winning, honestly, too. Like, it's a really good, solid list of nominees. It's honestly, it's like, damn, I don't know who to vote for. All right, so next up. So let me get some water. Let me get some water. Hello, 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 hello. All right, there we go. So for best rap album, we have "Let God Sort 'Em Out" by the Clips, "Glorious" by Glorilla, "God Does Like Ugly" by JID, Jid, GNX by Kendrick Lamar, and Chromacopia by Tyler the Creator. As was stated already with Tyler the Creator's Chromacopia, it was okay. I do not think it is. I think it was just it's a nominee. That's it. They're just like I just put it there. God Does Like Ugly. I still never finished the album. I'll have to like finish it and kind of get my idea like if I feel like it's worthy. Damn. Glorious by Glorilla. I think that was a fantastic album by Glow. I really enjoyed that album. I saw Glow in concert. Glow is I think honestly, Glow might be the next coming up rapper, female rapper. Jesus, bro, I am like losing it right now. I really enjoyed that album, and like seeing her live, I enjoyed her performance. She looked really good in person. I'm like, God damn. I remember I told this one girl that she reminded me of Glorilla, and she got upset. And I was like, I thought Glorilla looked good, so I don't understand why you upset. Then Let God Sort 'Em Out by the Clips. Yet again, fantastic album. I honestly, there's a good couple category. There's a good couple albums in this category. I wouldn't trip if any of them if any of them won. So we're gonna get into best rap song of the Grammys 2026. We got Anxiety by Doechii. The Birds Don't Sing by Clips and Malice. That's the one that they performed at the Vatican. That was the first time that rappers ever performed at the Vatican. I think that song might actually win, to be honest. We have Sticky by Tyler the Creator, Glorilla, Sexy Red, and Lil Wayne. TGIF by Glorilla, and TV Off by Kendrick Lamar and Lefty Gunplay. Um, I think The Birds Don't Sing is a very beautiful album about their mother and father. Anxiety, it was just very, very popular. Just with the whole TikTok thing and shit. Like, and it wasn't even like a song that like originally it was just somebody like put together. Like she was like singing like on YouTube and shit. Really wasn't even like an original song. Her, she just happened to just run with the reins and shit. I guess because a lot of shit was getting flat. Like a lot of songs that go very popular on TikTok are unofficial songs sometimes, and so if a studio sees people using that song, they're like, "Man, we can get views from this. We can get a lot of money from this." So they'll go in there and like have an artist remake. I remember like Lil Uzi, like one of the songs was like going crazy viral. So Lil Uzi dropped like the original version so it could give that artist the credit that they, and then, so they didn't get flagged and shit like that. So TGIF by Glorilla. And yeah, it's not bad. TV Off was a very fantastic song on that album. Lefty Gunplay. Yeah, so that is the best rap songs category. We have best traditional rap. I mean R&B performance. For some reason it's not loading right. But what I do see is Derman Bimmer. I don't know who it is. I've actually never. I don't know if I've ever heard that artist. I can't really see what's going on here. Honestly, I would like to give it to Leon Thomas for Vibes Don't Lie. I just like it again. I saw him live in on concert, and I thought he was just an amazing artist. So next, some reason my shit tripping. Okay, so this is best R&B song. It's Folded by Kalani, Heart of a Woman by Summer Walker, It Depends by Chris Brown and Bryson Tiller. Duran, I think Bernard, I think that's his name. Overqualified maybe. And then Yes It Is by Leon Thomas. Yet again Leon Thomas. Yes It Is. Yet again fantastic artist, fantastic album. Best R&B album from the Grammys 2026. Beloved by Giveon, Why Not More, Coco Jones, The Crown, Lettucey, Escape Room, Tiana Taylor, and Mutt by Leon Thomas. I thought that was a very fantastic album that was a really good album from Giveon. It's solid. I didn't listen to the Coco Jones, Let's See, and Tiana Taylor. I'll probably check them out just to see like, what it is. I do like to make sure I'm aware of like, okay, is this like album worthy of it? And I can't speak more of Leon Thomas's Mutt. Okay. I was gonna do a record of the year, but I'm telling you right now, if it don't go to Bad Bunny, that Bad Bunny DTMF is a very solid song. It's actually one of the funnest songs on that album. So that is it for the Grammy noms. That's just the ones that I liked. I thought were pretty good. So yeah. But speaking of Grammys, this past weekend we just had the Hall of Fame uh ceremony, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Two of the couple of the highlights, Jack White, White Stripes, being inducted. Just I think by himself, right? I don't think it's it. I don't think I don't know if Meg was in there as well. I think she was. I think it's Meg and Jack. But yeah, the White Stripes. Yeah, that's. I was like, I didn't even know Jack White was even nominated. I was like, that's crazy. Like, hell yeah, this motherfucker need to be in there. And there's someone else that I listened to that's in there too. That Under the Sun, Over the Sun. I don't know. It's I, but they were also, it was a rock band that's also nominated for that as well. And then of course Outkast. You see it in the back. The 25th anniversary of Stankonia. Um, I got an unboxing dropping probably today or tomorrow. I did like a quick little short video for it. But yeah, I thought that was it was cool to see our legends get nominated. Salt and Pepper also got nominated as well, so shout out to them. It's a big up, and shout out to the fact that these that they don't own the rights to the masters is, crazy. And now I know why artists do sell their masters, because it's like you kind of get fucked on the back end of things. Like, you, especially if you broke, you need money and shit. Like, there's like all these requirements to have you do all this other shit. Like we don't realize how much artists do be getting fucked sometimes, and that's another story for another time. But yeah, so shout out to all the nominees. Uh, Also speaking of Westside Gunn, this whole Westside Gunn WWE situation is there's two ways of looking at it. And as much I don't want to say Westside Gunn is not in the wrong, he technically kind of is in the wrong a little bit. Only because like you're using like WWE property like to sell your products. You're using like the names and the titles, and like unless you get that shit greenlit or like any association. But then again, like, Bad Bunny made one song with Booker T and it wasn't a big deal. Hell, he had a fucking main event match with Damian Priest in Puerto Rico. The main event, by the way, for Bad Bunny. It was a fantastic match, but look, I think if you're not Jelly Roll or Post Malone with all the tattoos on your face and shit, and you're not white, WWE probably won't, rock with you. I don't know. Maybe there's a bigger issue there with Westside Gunn. I don't know. I don't want to say WWE is racist. I'm sorry. I don't want to say WWE is racist. But I mean, yet again, I'll ask, where's my black champions? Yet again, got all these black people. All these black people, and I see no black champions. I'm not gonna count Ricky Starks. He's like light skinned. Well, okay, Jay. Okay, we'll give it to Jade, I guess. Yeah, technically, yeah. So, all right, whatever. But y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. But the whole Westside Gunn issue. But like I said, like, Westside Gunn's using this trademark. It's like putting it on billboards and shit. Like WWE's probably like losing their fucking mind. Like, we're not getting any back end of this. Just because you buy sweets from us, nigga, don't mean like you giving us money for, you're not giving us royalties for this shit. And WWE is a huge stickler of like, hey, you can't use our content at all. Like, they've always been like that. But even in on Westside Gunn's on his side of things, he a fan, he a nerd. Like, he grew up with wrestling. I grew up with wrestling and shit. Like, imagine giving me all that money. I'm gonna do all that crazy shit too. But I think there's a sense of, you got to have a conversation with somebody and see what you can use, or maybe if you use something similar to it. I don't know, but I did see Westside Gunn was at AEW this past Wednesday for their he's just like, he just jumped ship. And tell you, it's that simple. We can really jump ship. If they got something we want, then we can go over there. But I mean, I think the whole thing is, it is what it is. It's like, bro, he a fan, and then he got kicked out, and I think they probably misunderstood where Westside Gunn's coming about things about like coming about when it comes to this. Like, I don't know. He's just a fan, and it really sucks that he's being treated like that. And for somebody who's put a lot of money into the product and shit, I just think it's kind of crazy. So shout out to Westside Gunn. Fantastic Heels Have Eyes part what 2 and 3. I saw people on Twitter. They were like, "This is why you buy physical media because all of them have like the original the original art of the CD because a lot of people bought the vinyl and shit. So because that you can't like once you put a vinyl in pressing, like I probably gonna get sued for that. I don't know. Like in other news, the Avengers Doomsday trailer is reported to be in front of the new Avatar movie. So you know what that means. I'm gonna go buy a ticket to see Avatar. I'm gonna buy a kid's ticket. I'm gonna watch it on the biggest screen they got, and then I'm gonna watch that fucking trailer, and then I'm gonna fucking leave. Now it would suck if they put it at the end of the movie, so I hope I hope Disney doesn't do that. Then I'm fucked. Well, I was just like, okay, when does the movie end? Okay, that's when I'll go into the movie. I don't really care about these Avatar movies. I didn't care about the last one. Like I was with some shorty, and she really loved the Avatar movie. And I was like, there was a point I had to go use the bathroom, and I was like, if she didn't have her car, I would have left. I would have been like, I just can't be in that movie. It was just like, it was like, bro, I was just bored, bro. So, yeah, if this Avengers movie is in front of the Avatar movie, I will go see Avatar. Or better yet, I'll probably just try to sneak into Avatar right before the show starts, and just to like stand there and like watch the trailer. Just like I just want to watch the trailer, dude. Oh, sorry, you can't be here. You need a ticket. No, I'm just here to watch the just the trailer. That's it. Um, I saw other people wanting to do the same thing. I was like, oh, I'm glad we all think alike. I'm glad we all think alike in this moment. So next up, Nico has been fired from the fucking Mavs. Yes, guys, send that nigga home. You got rid of who? Like his resume, like how you get hired anywhere else? Like that's the real question. Who's gonna hire you? Like imagine like Nico went to go work for the Lakers, or he's like, did you get rid of Luca? like imagine you go work for the Knicks. Did you get rid of Luca? They gonna be worried. They star player gonna get traded if Nico come. There's a video. There's a video of like Nico. It's like a compilation of all like just of Nico shit or whatever. The very very opening clip is like, why shouldn't you get fired? Dude. And it skips to like Nico getting booed by the fans. He should be fired and shit. Look, Nico, he's like, I didn't understand the value that Luca was like the white hope for Dallas. So maybe there's a future where Luca could come back because Luca looks fantastic for the Lakers. I'm not even a big basketball head, but like, yo, the Lakers look really good, and Luca's just been like killing it. Like he's on a revenge tour. Yeah, but shout out to Nico for being a fucking dumbass. What a dumbass of the year. Because that trade happened this year. So yeah, it's still dumbass of the year. I don't think anyone beat that. Besides, I mean, Drake is like runner up, but that nigga Nico got fired. One more time. Nico got fired. That's great. I love that. All right. So last but not least, we got a couple more topics. We're almost done with the pod. It's been a fantastic 20 episode. Black Ops 7 impressions. I thought I'd be able to play the game a little bit more before I shot the pod, but I mean, it's Black Ops. It does feel good. I do feel like, I haven't played Call of Duty in such a long time, so like I just feel so rusty. But like it really feels good. Like I'm really excited. I love the camo grind that's in the game. There's so many camos to unlock. It's crazy. Right now I'm starting off with shotguns. I'm just like, hey, we're going shotgun crazy. I want motherfuckers that hate me. And I've always felt like when I went to do the camera grind, I would always start assault, SMG, shotguns, and then downward. But I think I'm gonna kind of switch it up a bit. I think I'm gonna do shotguns. I'm gonna do marksman, and then I'm gonna shoot over to SMGs, assault, and then finish out with sniper rifles because sniper rifles is gonna piss me the fuck off. Not gonna lie to you. But yeah. So far, the impressions of the game, I think the game is okay. Like yeah, I just think it's okay. You know, it's like it's solid. Maps are okay. I played Raid. That was pretty fun. But the issue that I think that we still as Call of Duty players, I think it was the what the new Modern Warfare when when they like rebooted everything. That Modern Warfare really slowed down Call of Duty for some reason, and I think it was because you have to go get these certain type of kills and shit. So hopefully with the new this Black Ops 7, I think most of them are just headshots. And like nothing's in there that's crazy for you to like not get these kills. Like the headshots, you ain't gotta like get specific type of kills, but I remember in Modern Warfare, like you had to get mounted kills, you had to get these type of kills. That was just like, bro, that slowed down the game so fucking much because everybody was trying to get fucking camo. It's like, So as long as Black Ops 7 doesn't slow down and it keeps the momentum, and I think if the devs keep listening to us as like players, like I think this game will be fantastic. I think when we get into like season 3 and 4, I think it's gonna just only get better. And because I know Blackout is supposed to be coming out, so just glad to be playing fucking Call of Duty and not no more goddamn Battlefield. But yeah, so that was Black Ops 7. In other gaming news, Valve dropped their Steam Deck. I thought I had the specs with me. I'm looking at them. They're all across on the other side of the room. See if I could do this without my iPad dying. Okay, so to be honest, when I was looking at the Valve machine specs, if you don't know, Valve has a console coming out. It's like a miniature PC. And if you don't know, like if you plug a controller into your PC, like and you have Steam activated, like it will turn into big picture mode. So it's like Steam has been like low key like wanting to get back into it, back into the desk, not the back into the big TV of gaming things, playing with a controller. They even redesigned the controller. It looks a little crazy. Reminds me of the Duke, the Xbox Duke. That big motherfucker, like that shit was crazy. So it all depends on how it feels in the hands, but I mean, it looks like it's a solid machine. The Steam Deck plays fantastic for me. You can almost play any game with the Steam Deck, and then like you have to realize you have Steam's library. So, but like the thing about PC, you can't. A lot of PC games don't let you do crossplay, and so that's probably the only issue with people is like you can't do crossplay, especially like you have the ability to. I don't know. PC is just so weird about that, but I think it's the future of what gaming should be. Like we need to be having PCs. Like I need to be able to change out some of these things or whatever. Like I don't know, like whether it's motherboard or SSD and shit. I know the PlayStation can or whatever, but I think getting into a PC where these games can run like at minimum specs that can run majority of these games, I think will be fantastic. And I think it will kind of like set the tone. And I think all these fucking game developers need to leave the old gen consoles in the back so these games can like do better. Because I continue to say that's why GTA 6 keeps getting delayed because these people want them to make a version for the Xbox the PS4 and the Xbox One. Like fuck all that shit, bro. Just focus on the new gen and next gen. Like that's all you need. Like fuck it. If a nigga can't upgrade to the next console, then he not a real gamer. He not willing to do what it takes to be a gamer. But yeah, Valve Steam machine. It looks good. It looks like from what the specs were looking like, it was like a Series S. I've heard people say a Series S, So I mean, Series S can run majority of all the games, so runs fine. I think it's just to get that PC gaming into homes and at a cheaper value. It looked like it's gonna probably be like $4.99, maybe $5.99. So I think that's not bad. Get you play your PCs. Like I said, it's damn near a fucking computer. So That was the Steam machine by Valve. Super excited to see just and it because what this does is lights a fuel under Xbox and PlayStation because it's like, hey, y'all need to get y'all shit together. So I think with this happening, and then like they said, it's supposed to come out early 2026. So it's like, hey, we're already ahead of you. Like, what are you doing? And all it takes is for Valve to be like, because they haven't done really like any testing with it, from what I heard. So they could really upgrade a couple of those chips, and then just really get a solid machine out there. So who knows? But let's get into we're coming to the end of the pod. Let's get into our picks for the NFL 11th week of the season. Let's do a recap of week 10. Let's see. All right, so for week 10, I went 9-5. It's just like these games have just been so like in the last quarter, these teams give up like I don't know what's going on with the Jaguars, uh, the Chicago Bear, or not Chicago Bear. Who fought the Houston? Oh, Jaguars. Okay, yeah, the Jaguars were one of them. Like where they just gave up towards the end. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? My Steelers looked fucking horrible. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it's I think we've come to the agreement that Aaron Rodgers needs to just go. But not only just that, hold on. The New York Giants, they played, right? Yeah, they played in San Francisco. Oh, I had Giants winning. Oh, okay. So in up news, New York Giants fired their head coach, and as of yesterday, Jameis Winston will be the starting quarterback for the New York Giants. I don't know what to say. Like the Giants were doing really good. Jackson Dart, I think, is out on like concussion protocol. So yeah, I don't know what to say about the Giants. They were kind of picking up some steam, and then they just been dropping the ball literally. So very interesting to see. The Bills, one of the biggest upsets of the week that probably broke everyone's parlay. The Bills losing to Miami. Did not see that coming. Into the third quarter, there's like no points on the board for the Bills. I think it was second or third quarter. And then like the Bills started to finally score, but like by the time they started trying to catch up, Miami just kept scoring. I was just like, what the fuck? I was like, God, I'm looking at the Bills lose, and I'm looking at my parlay. I'm just like, it's just, oh man, what a horrible game. And then also, at the Commander Stadium, Trump was trying to announce that he wanted the stadium to be named after him, the Commander Stadium. I was like, what? Yo, if I'm a Commanders fan, I am not allowing that shit. I am no longer a Commanders fan if that bullshit happens. Like that is like the death fatality of the Commanders right there. Like ain't nobody want the Donald Trump Stadium. Ugh, 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 ugh. Hell nah. Like if I'm a Commanders fan, I'm seeing that, bro. If they announce that Trump's gonna be the name of the new stadium that they're about to get built, I'm looking at my Commanders gear and I'm just out the motherfucking window, throwing that shit out, baby. Get it! But yeah, he got booed. He got booed, and I just thought that shit was fucking hilarious, bro. I was like, yeah, that's what you fucking get. That was so funny. So yeah. Yeah. Poor Trump. Things aren't looking good for my boy. I said my boy. He's not my boy. I think that was it. Yep. All right. So let's get into my week 11 picks. These are my week 11 picks for the 2025 NFL season. I got Patriots, Dolphins, Texans, Bears, Panthers, Green Bay, Chargers, Steelers, Bills, San Francisco 49ers, Seahawks, Kansas City Chiefs, Ravens, Eagles, Dallas. Hey, also shout out to Marshawn Nealon's family. My prayers are for y'all. I didn't get to talk about it last week, but lost that boy. Well, I did talk about it last week. Yeah, I did. But I just want to just mention it again. Just an unfortunate loss. Like I don't know what he was going through, and or what struggles he was going through. But man, it honestly it's saddening to just see him no longer there. And it's so crazy that it was their bye week last week, and I couldn't imagine that anybody had been able to play that week. That would have been insane. So yeah, that is my week 11 picks. Look, if you guys like that, shoot me a like if y'all like these picks. If you don't, let me know down below and tell me what you got for the week. Y'all don't be afraid to let a motherfucker know. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, we went 9-5 last week. Just really curious what's gonna happen this week, because I just don't know. I mean, it feels like a good week. The only game that I'm kind of worried about watch the Falcons win. Like, I bet you any money the Falcons gonna beat the Panthers, and then that Jaguars game, and maybe that Rams and Seahawks game. I just see like some bullshit. I don't even know why I got my Steelers winning, but look, I hope they figure that shit out. So but yeah, that is it for the pod. This has been Problematic LightSkin. I'm your host, President LightSkin. This is episode 20. Much love to everybody for shooting me a follow. Even if you haven't listened to the pod yet, and you hear this maybe like 10 or 5 years down the line, much love to you. I appreciate you. I love you. I will stick my tongue in your ear. But yeah, that is it for the pod. Look, I've been enjoying this. I've been loving it. I had set a goal for myself. I said, look, if and it really it's really about the subscribers on YouTube, right? It's about the growth that I get on TikTok, YouTube. If no one's watching me or listening to me, then I wouldn't continue to do this. I would just have to pursue other avenues. But I've seen the growth, and you guys fuck with the vinyl shit, so that's awesome too. So it's like I just want to be able to make sure I give you guys something um worth watching. And even if it sucks, like at least just watch it or listen to it. But yeah, that is it for the pod. Much love to everybody. Hope you all have a great week. Hope none of your parlays get busted. But that is it. Good night.